Man, so I was just rapping with my fiance. She had to take a phone call real quick. Uh, I was just rapping with my fiance. She was saying, she like, baby, you gotta learn how to, forgive and forget. She's like, what the Bible says. She said, we just reading the Bible together earlier. She said, then the Bible say you must forgive and forget. I said, yeah. I said, but now help me out with this. How am I supposed to forgive and forget a person that literally set me up to try to kill me? And my fiance like, you gotta forgive your baby mama. She's like, because she did that, but you gotta forgive her. And I'm like, I cannot forgive her for that. You set me up trying to kill me, and then you turn around and fabricated evidence to have me arrested. And for months you sat up there and you came to court trying to get me locked up, right? For false shit. Like, you literally lied on me and tried to take my whole life down. You tried to derail my career. How can I forgive a person like that? I just can't. I cannot forgive that. I don't care how long it's been. I cannot forget it. It's like one thing is betrayal is one thing. But when you literally try to have a person killed, that's like me. If I tried to do that, it wouldn't be no forgiving. She literally tried to have me, her own child's father, killed. How can I forgive that? Like, there is no forgiving. Like, it's a forever fuck you. Because you went through the lengths to try to do that. And for it to still be, motherfuckers want to keep lying. And, motherfuckers are called a law-breaking ass police on me, which y'all done seen before about a gun shit, which just recently, last week and a half ago, I got the weed whacker whacking the weeds, trimming the edges, and then they pull up. But you see, they ain't do nothing because the police know me. I'm always doing something. I'm always doing something on the car, so they know me. But they gotta come when it's a call. But it's like, how can you forgive? Like, I cannot forget it. Like, that is something that you can't never come back from. Like, and then like my fiance asked, she say, people still go back to him. So she asked, I said, I say, I'll fold myself and suck my own dick before I get back with her. But she was just telling me about forgiveness. And I told her, I said, I cannot forgive that. Because when I first told her that, you should have got your ass over here. Why the fuck you waiting till you got all the way up here? When I first told her that, she said, oh my God. She never, you see this shit on TV. A spouse try to have the other spouse killed. You would never think it happened to you in real life. Like, I didn't watch the ID channel growing up, and I never thought I would be in something like that. And I just cannot forgive that. That's something I cannot forgive. Like, that is unforgivable. Like you really sat up there and tried to do that. Yep, it's clear. And I don't know, it's just, I cannot forgive that. That is something that fucked me up. It fucked me up. That fucked me up. And that's one thing I asked my fiance. I'm like, baby, promise me two things. You know, because like I told her, I say, I believe in God. We can read the Bible all day. I say, but I'm not into going into a gang house. I say, organized religion, I say, that's gang shit. I say, I'm not for that. She was like, she not neither. She was like, but can we read the Bible? Oh, hell yeah, we can read the Bible all day long. And, it was just, I'm not for organized gang religion. You know, Charles White said, he said it's too organized. How the hell can you worship God when God didn't organize that shit? God ain't say when a time you can honor him, a time you gotta be there to honor him. But my thing is, I told her that, and I told her, I say, promise me one thing. I say that if you get in a position where you want to call it quits, you do it the right way. You won't get shiesty, you won't try to kill me. And I told her, I say, always be loyal, because I'ma definitely be loyal. My loyalty is unmatched. Speed up with this G. You know, like you can't find my type of loyalty twice. Your ass drunk, that's what it is. He a drunk driver. Oh well, that's his business, not mine. Fuck him. And before y'all say, oh, what if you hit one of your family members? So I don't like half of my family, so I wouldn't give a fuck.